Oh,
Hello, good people.
I don't know.
Yeah,
This
dear.
this this asshole decided to say fuck this and just interrupt everybody. You actually do look pretty sick to everybody. Did you get a haircut? Oh shit.
I can't see fucking anything, so I'll just assume they're right.
He's blind. Don't worry about him. He's okay.
I'm just on a cell phone today.
Unfortunately so. It's all right. This is just a test run, so we're just making sure
Yeah.
things are working properly. So we're all good here.
You know what helps is when I have my microphone unmuted when I do the intro.
That would
Yeah.
be a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to re-roll the intro again?
Nah, it's fine for right now. I'll just have to remember that when I go to mute my microphone that I need to come back through and actually be like, okay, unmute the fucking intro music because for whatever reason it's playing through as like a desktop audio, so like this stream wasn't actually getting it, but the entire time I'm listening to it. I'm like, all right, yeah, this is vibing, man.
Yeah, I caught the last bit of it once you undid it. I didn't really get to hear it when I was going through, but it's all good. Again, just simple test run, so it's obvious.
once you
See
undid
mistakes.
it.
We're finding
I didn't
mistakes
really
right
get
now.
to hear
We're
it.
good.
So do our icons work?
Yeah, I can see them. They're working.
Yeah.
They're all talking.
Oh, look, and there's Tony following us finally.
Who are you? I didn't follow nobody.
Mm-hmm.
There is no proof, sir. There is none.
Yeah, sure. Uh-huh.
I mean, if you show it to me right off the bat, I will still deny it 100%.
Yeah,
I am just
okay.
that stubborn.
You're like, that's not me.
But this has got your name on it. This is your wallet, right? Yeah. So this must be your wallet. No.
No idea what you're talking about.
Oh my god.
So at
Shame on
least great thing so far with pushing it out. We're not dropping any frames. I know I'm watching, I know Tony's watching, and the fact that I probably have it on my phone watching is helping us as well. And our bit rate seems to be stable, which is fucking nice. Alright, keep hands away from the face. Gotcha.
Yeah, keep your hands away from the. But do you understand what's going on right now?
Alright, so real talk. Got a fun way how we need to start fucking body checking people whenever we're out in public, right?
Body checking?
Yes. Fucking assholes who are not washing their hands.
I mean,
Absolute-
you can definitely tell sometimes with that, especially if you catch a glance at them, especially if you were able to look at their hands and you see if they have nails and how dirty they are.
Well,
Well,
I'm not even talking like that, man. Like, all of us work retail, not saying exactly where, because don't need that. But, you know how many times I walk into the bathroom, I'm doing my business, wash my hands, go to leave, and then fucking here comes Joe Schmo playing with his dick, not doing jack shit, washing his hand, and fucking just up and leaves. It's like, what the fuck? Dude, we just went through almost 2 year long bullshit of fucking COVID that thankfully I've never gotten.
Mhm.
Like,
Yeah.
we'll say
Bunch
that.
of articles out right now with it. I'm very lucky to have avoided it. That's also because I hate people.
think I had it. It was like a very small, minor case of it, though, but it wasn't really that bad. It kind of still sucked, but it wasn't bad.
Yeah.
Could have been worse.
But we do need to start like being like, you wash your hands? No, fucking get out.
Well, alright, here's the best way.
Oh,
Somebody I was talking to, I can't remember where I heard it. It might have been in a podcast or something. But somebody was like, if you, after you use, go through your day, doing your business, whatever, right? If at the end of the day you are not willing to put your nose and lick the inside of your fucking crotch pocket in your underwear, do you think you should really not wash your hands, or do you think you should wash your hands?
I think you should fucking wash your
It's a
goddamn hands.
gross ass imaging, isn't
If
it?
you're just okay, after a long ass fucking work day, no matter what you're doing, obviously for some people, like it's going to get kind of sweaty down there, obviously,
yeah.
and it does get itchy, and and you're tempted just to freaking raw dog it, go all the way straight down, and just fucking scratch the living shit out of it, and you're gonna feel it. You're gonna feel that sweat.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you're gonna freaking smell it immediately.
Absolutely, you're gonna smell it. You're gonna fucking be able to savor it if you want to be that fucking disgusting motherfucker.
I mean, I'm sure there's people that are like that, obviously.
I have my own personal rule. Before I leave for work, I take a very thorough shower, get very clean. When I get home, fucking immediately get in, shower, get cleaned up again. I always wash my hands as well when I leave the bathroom. Sometimes I wash my hands before I even go to the bathroom.
I always wash my hands before I go to the bathroom, especially with where I'm working, because all that crap from everything you're touching, and like I don't want to touch my junk down there with all that shit on my hands. Fuck no.
Yeah.
No, like growing up, yeah, there was a lot of times I didn't wash my hands. Like, I'll go fucking around with an engine or something like that. Working on the motorcycle, get grease and shit all over my hands. Doesn't bother me. Fucking going to the bathroom, pissing, doing the business, whatever. That I gotta wash my hands, man.
Yeah.
Like, all right, grease, like metal shavings, like Tony. I'll fully admit there was times I'd go fucking be in shop and just, you know what? Hey, I'm gonna have a snack right quick, and fucking my hands be covered in oil.
Yep.
I probably ate more oil in that fucking 2 years.
Well, you got to realize that you're slightly part machine. You just don't really realize it.
That's right, baby.
You're just slowly adjusting to the mechanical ways.
But at least he washes his hands after he takes a piss.
Yeah. Man, I'm not fucking disgusting.
Yeah, he's not a fucking savage here.
Well, he's got to lube it up somehow.
Yeah, you got to get a little oil in the gears.
Look, my grandfather is a certain age. I can't remember if it's like 80, 85, something like that. But, that man hardly fucking washes his hands, and he's working out in the farm all fucking day. And I know my grandmother has yelled at him about it. Because I've heard the fucking horror stories from my mom about it. And it's like, yeah. Oh, look at there. It's Fraja in chat. Hello.
You gonna make him a paid child too, where he just shows up and says things?
Yes.
That's up to him.
Little icon. Just baby show up.
Random things. This is how it goes.
Well, that's how it always goes.
So, how's our test so far?
So far, bitrate's holding good. Audio seems to be doing all right. Right, Tony?
Yeah. Audio seems to be doing pretty good. I'm actually got it muted in my end right now because it's kind of backlagging. So I'm hearing myself talking right now, and then I'm just hearing it again.
Because it's a jamming with your own brain.
Exactly. I mean, I know I'm trying to break the fourth dimension, and I've been trying to do that for a while now, but I mean, I don't really want to start now.
Come on now. Let's be real here.
I'm exhausted.
Oh yeah.
Dude, that's called working.
I know, I do too much of it.
And that's the problem, my guy.
Yeah. Honestly, I'll be honest, with how much I get paid right now, though, I could probably work like 4 days or 3 days, and I probably would have enough for my bills.
What you need to actually do is you need to be able to make money to where you can pay the bills, obviously, but also have money to set aside and do things with, and just to set aside pretty much Pretty much, yeah.
That's
Whatever you're making, you make sure you damn well know you set whatever you need aside for bills, straight
Yep.
up.
Oh, of course.
And then from whatever left money you have left over, you either take just a quarter of it to use for whatever you want to do, and just take the rest of it and save, and just do what you want.
Yep.
And
That's
save,
what
put it away, invest, whatever stocks. If you want to do Bitcoin, do your Bitcoin. Do
No.
regular stocks, do stocks.
For the
Use
love
that
of
to
God,
invest in a few
don't
things.
do Bitcoin.
Yeah, don't do any crypto shit.
I mean,
I'm just saying it's an option. It's better. It's probably better than the NFT crap. All you gotta do is right click and save. There you go.
so
NFTs. Okay.
so do you know what NFTs actually were initially, Tony?
I never really got into the NFT crap. I'm just knew like a big thing. Everyone was making a big deal out of it. I'm like, why?
So the main idea with NFTs were if you made enough money or had enough money laying around, it was basically here's a shit ton of money. Here's my access pass into like these specialized chats. Like I want to say it was on Joe Rogan they were talking about how a guy bought into basically an NFT as a joke. It was like $400,000 for this one NFT, and he got an email like 10 minutes after buying it and paying it fully. Got an email, and it was a Discord link to all these fucking celebrities just hanging out in a Discord channel, just shooting the shit. Because of the fact that it was who has the ability to drop 400K without a thought and not blink. And it's like, I literally bought a fucking golden coin and put it in the vending machine and got access to a fucking Neverland. What the fuck?
On top of it, a lot of it was used money laundering.
Oh yeah, big time.
Yeah, that I can understand a lot more right there too. It's like, oh yeah, just buy this and do this. I'm like, okay, cool.
Oh,
What the fuck did I just do?
Yeah, like the amount of bullshit that got away with NFTs, and I think they're starting to crack down on it because it's not a tangible item or like a real item that
It's just
exists.
something that exists in the internet.
Yeah, it's a
Cyberspace.
digital
That's really
item.
what yeah.
And the thing is, they're like, oh, if somebody right clicks it and saves it, oh, it's no longer like an NFT or whatever. It's basically like, oh, they stole my thing. I paid $8 million for this, and somebody right clicked it and saved it. No, that's mine. You stole it.
Well, there's actually a whole lot more into that even. Like, yeah, you could do that and you are saving the image, but you aren't the owner of the original file because realistically anything like the trailers I'm looking at building right now. Now, I could right click on any of these images and it's saving a copy and the file name's going to say that, and yeah, it's very clear. But to be the original owner of an NFT is fucking nutty. And it's stupid. It is 100% stupid and a scam.
Yep.
It is.
I agree. What's the point? I mean, there's really no reason. Like, yeah, I want a freaking sole image. I want to be the sole owner of this person's freaking sprite open freaking asshole. Straight up. Like, this is my image. You cannot say this.
Yep.
So that's my owner. I paid $10,000 for this image right here, when I can just literally bend over and do it myself.
Yep. On top of it, they ripped off a lot of artists. Like, there are sites that will upload somebody's art and then distort it and say this is an NFT or something like that. Or even just literally rip the art, throw it on there, say it's an NFT, not give credit to the artist, not give any money to the artist or anything like that. And the artist is like, what the fuck are you doing? This is my shit. I made this. You don't have the right to sell it. And they're like, nah, we don't care. Super bad for art communities.
Oh yeah.
There are a lot of artists that say, if you want anything to do with NFTs, I'm blocking your ass. I'm done with you. I don't give a fuck. Like, stay the fuck off my profile. Do not touch my art. And I don't blame them. I want to protect my shit too.
Absolutely.
Yeah, like if somebody goes and says, "Oh, I made this NFT and it's just literally stolen art or whatever," and like they remove the watermark or whatever, it's like, "Oh no, 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 no." Thing is, we hide watermarks and shit in our artwork too. Actually, now, like Kylie does.
I specifically ask people if I'm ever getting art from anybody. Like, I was asking for some art from a couple of people to kind of help with this, and also with Kylie as well, and another family friend.
Yeah.
Straight up, like, yo, like if you want to make something for us, like, please do. And for any way you can put your image or like any kind of mark into it, so we know it's from you. I don't care. Do it. So we know it's
Also,
from you.
some stuff like that, so that way we can promo all of our artists and give them credit.
Exactly. And then I will 100%. It's like if I'm gonna get anything from anyone, you do that. Whatever we can follow you, if you want to be followed or whatever, you give us that information, and boom,
Yep.
it's gonna be right here for you.
We give people boosts on socials. That shit's like really important. But NFT stuff, they were like, yeah, we're just gonna right click, save that image, distort it, and throw it on our site, and that's an NFT, or just literally upload the exact image. And it was like horrendous for so many artists, and it still is. It's still shit going on. Some of them are actually artists are like, okay, bet we got lawyers, we'll press charges, and they're winning.
Of course, they're gonna win.
They're like have that shit pulled because they're like, I ain't fucking around. You fuck around with the wrong artist, and one of them that knows lawyers or two of them that knows lawyers, oh, you're gonna have your ass in a heyday.
You activated my trap card, bitch.
And they're like, oh look, there's my watermark, there's this, here's where I created it, here's the original files, and they're like, oh, you gotta pull your NFT, and any profits you might have gotten for it go right to them. I don't know exactly how it works, but yeah, it's a whole ass mess. I wouldn't invest any of my money in that or crypto. I'd rather burn
Absolutely
it.
not.
You know,
Oh, we could burn it like in that little cinder block fireplace we did back at your place in Port. And
Oh my god.
oh, that was fun.
see, the only thing with Bitcoin is if you're like any of the cryptos, really, you have to be sat there watching realistically Reddit. If you're not watching Reddit, you're going to lose out every single fucking time. I was just watching a thing. Guy took his life savings, put like $130,000, like sold everything he owned and put it in Doge. And 6 months later, he had like $4.8 million, and he's like, "Nah, I'm gonna keep riding it." Like 2 weeks
No.
later, fucking Doge exploded and died.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely one of those things. Like, you
There,
can go high as you want, but at a certain point, you gotta just cash it out. Yeah, you might lose out in a couple mil or so, but it's like you
Yeah, but
can't keep
again,
pressing your
think
luck
those
sometimes.
taxes, right? Like,
Oh God,
let's
yeah.
be an adult here for a moment, right? Let's just look at the taxes
No, I don't want. I don't want to be an adult, man. I
on
don't
an
want to look at those
income of
taxes.
like $3.8 million. Okay, let's just round it up to four. You're having to give 26 to 28%. Let's just round it down to 25. Let's say he's in Texas and it counts as a state income tax, so he doesn't pay that. Ends up being a little bit closer, about 25%. He'd still have to pay, like, okay, a fucking million in taxes. Right around there. Okay. I'd rather pay $1 million in taxes and have $3 million
same.
and not ever have to fucking work again unless I want to. Knowing me, I would. But it's like, what the fuck?
But I
Yeah.
saw a video of dude put like $50,000
Oh, yeah.
instantly gone.
Yep.
It's under 6 seconds after putting it in, gone. I was like, holy shit! I've never seen it hit zero so quick.
Like
I was
that's
like, yeah, that shit's. I would never invest my money in that.
see, that's why like if you were even to even attempt doing that, I wouldn't even do more than like $50. Just to say I did it, it's there, $50, $50, $50. It's whatever.
I
That's
mean,
fair.
I will fully admit I was one of the people who jumped on the Dogecoin at like a fun point. I put like $400 into it just to fuck around with it. If I had cashed it out when I was like, I probably should, and then listened to the peer pressure of everybody being like, nah, write it out, man, I would have fucking cashed out like almost $100,000.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, should have done it, man. Like you could have wrote it out, sure, but it's like, you know what? It's getting
Yeah.
to that point where it's looking good. It's like I should probably just do it. I should do it. I should do it. You should just listen to your gut and just done it.
Well, that's
It's,
the worst part. When it fucking dropped like a fucking rock, I was at work. I couldn't fucking get in to get it sold to get my money out.
yeah,
Oh,
true.
lost
So,
all.
yeah, like I went into work all fucking giddy and shit. Girlfriend currently has no idea about this, but she might see
Oh,
this. She might not.
Who knows?
But literally went into work and it was sitting at like $98,000 as I was leaving work. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna sell it since it's fucking Tuesday. Went in, I was down at like a couple $100. I'm like, excuse me? Where the fuck did my money go? Went in and looked at it on Robinhood, and it's like, oh, it dropped like 85%. It's like, son of a horse biscuit.
No. No.
Like, fuck.
yeah.
Like, I could be using that money right now for a build I'm looking at doing.
Yup. You'd be like, oh, ah.
Like, I've told Tony a little bit about what I'm getting ready to start doing, and
This
it's a
motherfucker.
rabbit hole. It
Yeah,
is a fucking rabbit hole.
this guy's going into like becoming a goddamn true life bit of a military bum. Just going like, yeah, I got a fucking trailer. I can go where the fuck I damn well want. Fuck you. And I made this son of a bitch to be whatever I want it to be. So fuck y'all.
So, CJ, I don't know if you've ever looked up what a expedition or like overlanding is.
Nope.
So, the term overlanding or expedition with trailers is meant to be able to go off grid and be totally sustained for like a week or two at a time.
Hmm.
So, like, think all the way out into like the Grand Canyon and be like in the Grand Canyon, totally disconnected from civilization and just like going over fucking rocks and everything else, like deep in, right?
Awesome.
And it's like, you know, I would love to build a trailer for it, but how I would want it built, it's like, fuck, it's a little expensive to buy, you know, axles and everything else.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
I got looking on a couple different YouTube pages. Like, some of them have really been nice and informative on what you should look for. And then I stumbled across the old Humvee trailers, the M1101s.
Mm-hmm.
Now, fun thing, do you know what the Humvee was originally designed for?
Rocks and shit.
No, it was actually meant to be fucking submersible up to like the fucking top of the windshield
Oh,
and still drive. Yeah, it's why all the like original Humvees, like not the H1s, but the military Humvees that you can still buy, like they're all made out of aluminum because they're meant to be submersible and fucking be able to be somewhat like aquatic at the same time and be able to trudge through rivers and shit and have no problems. That's why they
That's
have
cool.
that like long throw travel and everything else, right? Well, this trailer is also aluminum.
Meant for the same thing.
Right? And it became a rather funny thing.
Hello, mother.
Tony says hello.
Oh,
Well, what became really funny with it is So I got looking at these trailers. I'm like, man, that's kind of funny. That's what the Humvee was built for, right? Okay, well, looking at this trailer, you can buy it on, govplanet.com. Not kidding. You can go look this up. They're
He's not
selling
kidding.
for fucking $2,000.
Yeah, he's not kidding. He sent me that link, and I
And they're
saw it
like
from my own eyes.
brand new tires. Hardly, like, they went from the manufacturer to the fucking base they're stationed at, or, well, sent to. Never got sent overseas, and they still have the nubs on the fucking tires. They're that brand new.
Damn.
Right? And it's like, hold on. If I can spend $2,000, buy a trailer entirely, it's all aluminum, so it's not going to rust. It's got fucking power brakes to it, which, okay, granted, yeah, I'll have to get a pin changeover from the military plug to a 7-pin for my truck, but those are like $50-$60. Okay, so it's got trailer brakes. It's got a big ass bed, and I could build this fucking thing out with, basically using like a pickup truck's like work topper essentially, but I'd have to like size it up a little bit for storage. Build my own roof rack, put solar panels up on top, have a water tank and all this other shit. I'm like, I have like been down the rabbit hole so far right now to the point on my screen under my camera right now, I am literally looking at fucking batteries trying to figure out, do I want lithium? Do I want basic lead acid? Like,
You have to go with the flow, man, especially for going certain places.
Yeah.
It'd probably be best to kind of like, okay, so where am I going to be traveling more? What kind of power sources do they have? Would this be better there?
well,
or
again,
does it better here?
that's where it's like, I don't care where I'm going because I'm going to be running off a battery bank because I'm going to have a solar panel on top, right?
Oh, true. Okay.
All I need,
So,
I want to know which is best for
yeah,
the
so I feel like
situations.
that would be probably the better thing. Like, would lithium charge faster with solar, or would the other one charge faster?
Well, I'm not really caring about like the charge speed, but more what's the longevity? Because with a lead acid battery, you have to have a vent for it, right? Because it has to be able to breathe. It has to let out those toxic vents, all those gases out. And it's like, how I'm looking at doing it is there is a like set of wheel wells in the trailer, right? They're square, so it's like, cool. I can make that my level deck for sleeping space to sleep inside the trailer, and underneath that, I could build it out for my battery bank and everything else. And it's like, do I really want it to try and vent gas inside the fucking trailer where I'm going to be sleeping? And it's like,
Probably not.
maybe not.
I don't think you want any kind of gases venting through the trailer where you're sleeping.
Right, and that's where it's like, okay, well, could I maybe try and put the battery on the front of the trailer? Like, build like a utility box up front and the battery sits in there, but then it's the same thing of, okay, well, if I put it out there, do I get to sit, like, will I be able to make enough space to fit a big enough battery for what I want, or will I have too little space to not be able to run what I want? Because ideally what I'm looking at trying to do is buying a water tank to go under the platform that I'm talking about to fit in there and have a water pump onto it, little hole on the side, so I can, if I'm going out towards a lake or something, I can just fill it up in a pond.
Yep.
It doesn't have to be potable water. I'll buy a fucking couple cases of water and I'll have a filter unit as well, so we can use it. Boil it, filter it out, be done, right?
Yeah.
But for a shower
Okay.
or washing dishes, as long as you take care of the big crap, does it really matter? I mean, not really. Like,
Maybe. It just depends on the location and where you're going.
again, like, think
Honestly.
northern Michigan, Tony, right? Like, there's fresh water all over the place.
Yeah, fair. Just boil it. Pretty much all you really have to do is just boil it, really.
Yeah, like, boil it and make sure all the shit gets strained so there's no big crap going into it. And don't let the hose sit on the fucking ground. Oh,
Yeah.
okay, in the
Oh.
water.
We should also continue with this because remember, I got like limited battery here.
Yep.
Is there anything else that like we got to test or?
So far, everything looks good. Like, we haven't dropped any frames. Everything's still running good. Frame rate rise.
Essentially, I need to know what do I have to be here to participate for. I'm going for a participation trophy today. Okay.
Woo!
Comic
see.
relief.
Yeah. Yeah. We already won that one.
What?
But yeah, that doesn't also sound like a fucking badass idea. I do have to admit that. I'd fucking love to nerd out over that shit.
But trust me, CJ, that's what I got looking at it. I'm like, I could totally do this myself. Like, if I bought and got everything here ready to go, I legitimately could probably build it in a month.
And then you're like, goodbye, work.
Goodbye, world.
Well, to be able to just pack it up and be like, all right, here's all my stuff in the trailer. It's good to go whenever I want. I don't have to worry about rain or fucking snow because it's a big, beefy trailer, man. Like,
Oh,
I'm gonna have to send it what they look like to you.
Fuck.
But it's like, I won't have to care about where it's going, like, at all. Like,
Yeah.
weather or anything else. As long as my truck can make through it, I'll be alright.
Yeah.
Good
I am-
to fucking go.
Like, there's that one for you, CJ.
And then there's this one, and then this one. On here's a pony. Oh, don't. That's meant for somebody else. So never mind.
That's my penis.
Well, that's very tiny then. Holy God.
It's another site.
Yeah, it's govplanet.com. Literally, they're an auction house that gets surplus equipment from the government. Like, come Christmas time or when I have a little bit of spare money laying around, I'm going to be on this website looking at fucking toolboxes.
Oh yeah.
Like, they... Alright, this is how stupid we really could get if we wanted to. They have old fucking, like, 93, 97, like, 3,600 gallon tanker trailers for sale.
Oh jeez. Tanker trailers.
Yeah, like, these things are fucking massive fucking tanker trailers, and it's like, okay, I guess I'll just buy a tanker trailer to pull behind my pickup. Oh, but it's for a semi? Same difference. Huh?
Jeez.
It don't matter. It's still gonna get pulled anyway. It's all good.
And, you know, granted, okay, they sell for fucking, like, 30, 40 grand. Okay, great. Whatever. But it's like, Tony, they have fucking lathes for sale. Like, used lathes.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, time to get that old metal machining degree out. Time to dust that off and get to work.
Like, it's stupid at, like, where they start the bidding process. Like, I can clearly tell, okay, this one definitely needs some work. But the starting bid is $5.
Wow.
Oh my god.
Right?
That's
It's like,
that's
okay.
nuts, dude. Yeah, I want to lathe for $5. Hell yeah, why not?
Like, granted, okay, that's where it starts. Great. Okay, totally understand it. Like, if it goes up to fucking $1,000, cool. Like, okay, here's a big-ass CNC machine. Let's see, a Rami M17 CNC lathe. Sold for 18 grand. Right? I'm willing to bet brand new these things are fucking, like,
Almost
70.
double or triple that price,
Yeah, like...
or even more than that. Probably depending on the model, you're probably looking like 100 grand at the most, if not more.
Yeah, I
Depending on
mean...
how big and fancy you want it.
it's amazing at how like cheap you can find used like government equipment, and it's like, oh, okay, well that's not crazy. And it's like, dude, it sat in a shop and never got used.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
really?
Oh,
all right.
oh.
Now,
It's like,
what is?
well, I got $1,000 I don't mind spending.
I could use
Yeah,
$1,000 to just pay some fucking bills first.
yeah.
Yeah.
Where I'm at. All right. What are we looking at next? Is there anything else that's like super important that we got to get on the list?
Let's see, so
You
frames are
having
good.
a good power system
No, I meant for like,
for the stream?
uh, yeah.
Everything seems to be running just fine. Once the stream's over, I will check the file, make sure nothing got corrupted. I mean, for
Yeah, and
40
then
minutes, like, it shouldn't have been corrupted at all. Like, honestly, this is barely doing anything to my computer as it is. Like,
right, and once he gets that all checked over and everything else like that too, then it's gonna go into my end, so I can go through and try to throw it on to the YouTube and also the Spotify to make sure that gets set up and gets working and looks good too.
Cool. All
So
right.
everything's gonna be labeled as just straight up test. So consider like how I said in the chat, like a season 0, like testing round. Consider like a testing range.
I wish I had more phone life, but Discord is eating my fucking battery. Power, come back on, please.
You power, power within. The power,
But
the power within.
yeah,
The power,
so
the
if
power.
it says anything, we are barely, like, with me streaming it, recording it, and all that jazz, we are barely touching 25% of, like, not even 25% of my CPU, and it's like giggles on my fucking GPU at that.
It's giving it us. It's giving it just a little tickle. It's like tickle, 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 tickle. You feel that? Oh.
Like, CJ, I didn't tell you. So I may or may not have gotten a 3080 Ti the other day.
Oh my god.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
got the big power. I was along with that journey when he was doing that.
Yeah, let's just say everything's kind of chef's kiss level beautiful.
Nice. I am glad to hear it.
So much so
But
to the point I had to go buy a new power supply because it kept tripping the fucking emergency, like, trip.
oh my god.
I keep telling you, dude, you're downloading too much porn. You gotta stop.
Hey, shh. Stop telling everybody my secrets.
I know you like your hentai and everything, but like, dude, you gotta dial it back just a bit.
You know, for next time, I want to pull something up for y'all, just to fuck with you. So, we all know I'm Swedish heritage, right? So, oh wow, hey, guess what, Tony? Guess what?
Everyone knows.
Guess what?
Chicken butt.
Oh, I'm gonna fucking stab you in the throat.
Classic.
Anywho's, so it's a fucking meme, and I'm willing to bet I have it in my phone. It's a map of Sweden and all the areas that are affected by radiation from the Chernobyl leaks, right?
Right.
All the areas that are heavily saturated in it, like, have the highest concentration of it, have the highest concentration of hentai related porn.
No way.
Yeah.
They have been transformed. They have ascended to the greater power of
That's-
the Lord of the animes. Big ol' anime titties. That's what truly will rule the world one day.
This is how we have to end our test episode now. It's official. Animated.
Oh, I found it. I actually found it.
Oh no.
Oh no.
So, just because of all the bullshit in the background there. I'm even going to pull it up onto the stream.
Oh no, don't do it. Don't.
Get us banned real quick.
Hey, it doesn't show anything
Yeah, it doesn't. So
about
good.
it.
It revealed precious information. You're giving out the source. How could you?
Ban them quickly. We're not going to air this in Sweden.
You're giving out the spice man. The spice secret. Secret. Don't do it. Spice secret. Spice.
So here, I'll move us out of the way here.
No
So,
worries.
like, Tony, look at that. Look at the stream.
I am looking at it.
Oh, I guess I have to hit transition to up fucking date it.
Yeah.
Like, all right, let's just be stupid and be like, ah, yes, highest concentrations, hentai. Like, what?
I mean, you're not wrong.
That's pretty fucked, my guy. That's pretty
I mean,
fucked.
I mean, you're not really wrong because, like, within that range, yeah. And then the other parts, pretty natural, but I mean, it doesn't
Like,
seem
okay,
like
everything else, it's like, oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. And then it's just highest concentration. It's like, hold on, what?
I'm at 10% power on my phone. I actually am. I'm going to die.
Well, you, sir, go enjoy what little better you have.
Yeah, I'm gonna probably sleep.
there is no sleep, only Zool.
Only Zool. Well, Zool doesn't have this phone fucking issue. I'll let y'all know. The power will probably be on tomorrow, but I have work tomorrow, so that sucks.
Yeah,
But-
I work too, but it is what it is.
Take care, guys. I appreciate y'all. I'm glad the test went good. Next week, hopefully, first episode, right?
I mean, I figure
Oh,
we're gonna do a
probably-
couple tests to make sure
Yeah,
everything,
just a-
like,
Yeah.
you know, get our
Definitely
flow
a couple
down.
tests.
Yeah, get
I'd
our
say-
flow down.
Maybe 2 weeks.
That sounds about right. I kind
At
of like
least
to do a
maybe
couple more.
I have meds. When I have my meds, we can do an episode.
Yeah, like we can keep doing tasks. You know, no matter what, we're gonna just be able to keep pulling viewers. Like,
Yep.
we're getting our stream time in for now, no matter what, which is totally okay.
It is exquisite indeed.
Well, for now, my
Fuck
time
is
is up. Take
Told
care,
you.
brethren. Au
Well,
revoir.
Au revoir, sir. Enjoy your night. We shall post you later and fuck off. I see how it is. He just leaves us around still talking to the motherfucker.
Yeah, apparently,
Oh god, I got huge.
yes. Tony, put your penis away.
Sorry.
Oh god. Transform.
Transport this, transport that, up and down, left and right, circle, square, square.
There. Now you're back to normal. Yeah, like our bit rate's like totally stabilized. We're sitting at 3,300, almost like 3,400. Like, it's going just fine. No issues there. And no matter what, this looks really good on our track record. It's like, oh, first stream they had 4 viewers, consistent moving chat. Like, it looks good.
I agree. So that works for me. So even if it wasn't really that long, I mean, if you want to kind of
we
push,
went for 46 minutes.
you want to try to push for a little bit longer, or you think we kind of good for right now and try to go for when he's got more power?
I think we're good
and
for right
more
now.
setup.
Ah.
Okay.
And,
Well,
I mean, hopefully, with us streaming like this and we can extend it out a little bit further, we're going to be able to also get all the different, like, quality of video settings instead of just running at 1080-60. Again, I'd rather have 1080-60 and, like, that be our starting point.
Great.
'Cause, yeah. It looks fine.
Well, I think I'm quite happy with it so far.
32,
mean-
33, 32, 33, 32, 33. But for today, we're not going to do the outro. We're just going to say bye.
Okay, okay. Catch you next time. Au revoir.